Dr Scott Arthur.
Thank you, Chair, and it's a pleasure to serve under you today. And I also want to thank my honourable friend, the MP from Bedford, for introducing the debate so well. And I should start by referring members to my register of interests and also saying I'm a member of UCU, and I am proud to say I employ 2 university students in my office on a part-time basis. Our education system in Scotland is crumbling, and it's been allowed to happen. It's becoming all too common to hear from university or college management that course closures are necessary and staff redundancy schemes are unavoidable. So these are not my words, these are the words of Sai Shraddha Vishwanathan, who's the current president of NUS in Scotland, when she's talking about the cuts that universities there face. And Scotland is unique in so many ways, but one of the ways it's unique right now is it stands alone in the world, I think, and having a government that thinks it can grow the economy by cutting university funding and capping the places available to Scottish students, to their own students. And our universities are at a breaking point in Scotland. Funding per undergraduate student in Scotland is over £2,000 less per student compared to England. Think about what that would mean for your universities in England. Undergraduate education in Scotland, universities cannot run it at a profit. It can't even break even. They have to do other things. The cap on places is also brutal. In 2006, since 2006, there's been a 56% increase in the number of applicants to universities, which is fantastic, but there's been an 84% increase in the number refused entry. Watch when clearing comes in the summertime. When options are posted for Scotland's universities, they're often only available from students to outside Scotland. Even when Scottish students have better qualifications, they can't get access to those places because the cap has been used up. The financial crisis is resulting in job losses right across Scotland. We heard about Dundee, that the member for Dundee Central is not in his place just now, but he outlined 700 jobs are at risk there due to a £35 million deficit. The Scottish Government described the bleak outlook in Dundee as troubling. I think the staff there probably view it quite differently. The University of Edinburgh is looking at £140 million worth of cuts over the next 18 months. That's 10% of its annual budget. And the principal there is refused to rule out compulsory redundancies. He says nothing is off the table. In Aberdeen, voluntary redundancy schemes are open. Robert Gordon's talking about losing 100 staff. It's expected the Scottish Funding Council will say, as we've heard earlier, over half the institutions in Scotland are running at a deficit. This is a crisis that demands urgent action. And it's not just universities who are being shortchanged. Poor students are too when it comes to loans for living costs. The living wage went up yesterday, which is good, but a single parent on the national minimum wage in Scotland working 37 hours per week will be earning £3,000 over the threshold for their child having full support at university, meaning that single parent is expected to give the child £1,500 to attend university. This is utterly shameful. I'm a huge supporter of Scottish universities, and I love meeting staff and students in this place to hear about all they do. And often the honourable member for Arbroath and Broughty Ferry is there as well, supporting the sector in Scotland, and I do have to acknowledge that. They are at the heart of Scotland's economy and have been for centuries, but they need to be cherished, and that isn't happening right now. We need a Scottish Government that takes the sector seriously. Thank you, Mr Chairman.
Maskell.
Thank you, Mr Vickers. It's a pleasure to serve with you in the chair.